Summer games are coming back, but they're going to be different. Also, we've got information on the Hero launch and some other changes. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa. Okay, so Jeff has just put out a very short developer update video. And in this video, he just quickly sort of gives us a bit of information on what the team are doing, where the updates are going, and what's happening. I actually kind of like this because we're in a period here where there's a lot of... It's a bit of a drought, right? We don't really know what's happening. We're kind of like umming and ahhing what's happening, what's going on. We've got the 222 leaks from Overwatch League for Season 4, but that's all we've really got going on. We don't actually know what's happening with the game. So this is what Jeff said in this awesome brand new dev update. So first thing he says in the video is more dev updates are coming very, very soon. Now, when Jeff says very, very soon, I mean, that could mean next week, week after, we don't know, right? More updates are coming, this is good, and that's not a bad thing. It could also mean that major features are about to come out as well, because you only really get a dev update when a feature comes out. I guess we get a dev update when we get a hero and a dev update when we get a seasonal event, but maybe we're going to get some other stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Now, the critical things here are summer games are coming back. Now, when Jeff said this, I was like, oh, here we go. Summer games are back. Lucio Ball again for the 4th year, which I think is a bit like, bleh. Anyway, there's going to be some changes to this, and the changes are there will be 3 mini weekly challenges during each week of the event. So there'll be 3 of these during the summer games, and you complete those challenges and you will unlock an epic skin. And Jeff says this is exactly like the Anna Bastet challenge and like the Batiste reunion challenge. So I think this is cool, and they'll unlock epic skins. So there's 3 skins there you won't be able to buy with currency. You have to earn them by, it'll probably be by, winning 9 games. That's cool. I really like that. And actually what this does is it makes you come back each week, doesn't it, to play the game. And Jeff did kind of touch on that. Yeah, they are looking to sort of change the way skins are distributed. This could be a reaction to the way skins are distributed in other games, maybe, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of just dumping them all out, we're kind of going to be trickle-fed them. And I think that's cool. It means we get to come back each week, new event, and then we get to unlock it. I really like that. Jeff then moves on and says, Hero 31, so that's a massive bombshell. We know it's a male character. Could it be Malga? Could it be Maximilian? Could it be Wei Zhen? We don't know. It's a he, though, so it's not Junker Queen. That completely cuts her out of it. It's coming out later than they're used to, and then we're used to as well. This is apparently to use more time to make the hero better, which is fine. It's also a nice thing to say, like, hey, we're launching him later because we're going to make him even better. Yeah, that's cool. It's fine. But Hero 31, or the Summer Hero, as Jeff says, is going to be delayed. Then he quickly talks about things like quality of life changes. They've got the subtitles that have been introduced, and all of that good stuff. This improved cheat detection. This is actually on the PTR right now. So what will happen with this, if a game shuts down where there's a cheater, so that the game will actually detect the cheater, and then it will turn the game off, right? Shuts the match down. But what happens is you will not lose SR. Nobody will lose SR. Just the cheater will get severely punished, according to Jeff. Now, this is kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit, because there is still a bug in the game where, when people leave on your team and you're given the 2 minutes to leave, like 2 minutes until you can leave, and then you leave after and it says it won't remove your SR, it still kind of sometimes does remove your SR. So yeah, but at least they've got better cheat detection. So that's the dev update off Jeff. Big things we got off it is basically more dev updates are coming. Summer Games is coming back, but this time it's going to have the challenge system built into it, and there'll be 3 epic skins available through that. Hero 31 is a he, and it's coming out much later than we used to. Subtitles got introduced, and they're working on quality of life stuff, and they've got improved cheat detection. So that's super cool, guys. I want you to let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below, because I think we've got some massive bits of info here, like the changes to Summer Games, the delay on the hero, the sex of the hero as well, the fact more dev updates are coming super soon. Let me know, guys, because this, I think the comments are going to be actually pretty fire on this video. All right, okay, let's move on. Or, well, I guess before we move on, can I just say I was hoping we didn't get Summer Games again. I was hoping we got like a brand new event, but I'll take this. Anyway, let's move on. So I want to talk about Overwatch League now, guys, because we haven't really spoke about this for a long time, but the playoffs are going to be actually insane. And if you're watching this video on the day it went live, that is the 11th of June 2019, that's the day of the Stage 3 playoffs. This is when they begin. So the problem with this is, though, if you're in the EU or you're, well, not in North America, you're absolutely screwed, because, well, the first game starts at 2 a.m. for me in lovely little Britain, and yeah, and 4 a.m. is the next game, and it's bad. Like, I don't think I'll actually be able to stay awake for that, which I'm super sad about. Guess I can watch the replay, but it's not the same, is it? You want to watch it live anyway, right? That's enough of my moaning. So what we've got is some massive clashes here. We've got Houston Outlaws, who have been on a complete redemption arc. I mean, people say Overwatch League is not an anime. It is. And I've started watching anime. I watched Attack on Titan, and it was really, really good. And everybody's been sending me suggestions for anime, and it's like it's mental. Anyway, I carry on. Right, so Houston Outlaws against Vancouver Titans. Houston had a terrible stage 2. However, stage 3, they completely turned it around. Now they're in the playoffs. Unluckily, they have to play against the Vancouver Titans. Now, well, the Titans are the best team in the league. So, yeah, they're expected to win. But the thing here is, Houston have got no pressure on them because Houston have been unleashed. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a bit of a soft spot for Houston. So, Houston, they're not very good at goats. They're not very good at tank comps. They're not very good at the meta at the moment. But what they're really good at is playing their own heroes, their own style. So you see a lot of Jake on his Junkrat. You see beautiful stuff like that. It's cool because it can knock Vancouver off guard. They might not be the fastest team at adapting to what's going on. So you come out with a totally unorthodox strategy, it can really mess them up. So if I was a betting man, you'd bet for Vancouver to win. But I really want to see Houston take that. And I think Houston have actually got a pretty good chance, you know. So that game, if I could stay awake till 2 a.m., I'd watch it live, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the next match we've got is Shanghai Dragons against New York. Now, if you guys haven't been following out, you probably know Shanghai as the worst team literally in the world of any kind of professional sport. And it was true. Well, at least last season. This season, they have completely turned it around. Of course, they very infamously lost every single game last season, which is not great at all. This season, though, they are deadly. They've had a lot. It's a completely new team, essentially. They're really good. They're really strong. The thing with them is they're quite... I like to class them as they're like a team that really comes out the blocks, all guns blazing. They're at the gates, they're just laying into you with absolutely everything. High tempo, it's super cool to see. Problem is, they've got to play against NYXL. Now, you guys probably know NYXL are a pretty good team. So, last year, by far the best team in the league. Just flubbed it in the playoffs. Vancouver take that honour this season so far. But New York are still up there. They're still top 3. Like, Vancouver, New York, San Francisco, they're the best teams in the league. And they're the best teams by a long shot. Thing is, though, there is still potential for upset here. Shanghai could take out New York. So, while I'm saying that Houston are going to get battered by Titans, or on paper they should, that might not happen here. And Houston could actually be the perfect team to take out the Titans. Same for Shanghai. They could be the perfect team to take out NYXL. So I really can't wait to see that game. It's going to be really good. So today, if you guys are watching this video when it went live, you want to watch this if you can. These games are going to be absolutely immense. Now, we move on to tomorrow, so on to Saturday the 13th of July, and we get the Seoul Dynasty against the Shock. Now, you would put Shock down to take this. Seoul, though, are actually pretty damn good. I mean, when we look at the standings for the stage, it's actually like Seoul are in 5th position and San Francisco Shock are in 5th, and they've got pretty much an identical score. So they've kind of equally performed. Now, of course, this doesn't take into account strength of schedule, you know, the teams that they play against, because, of course, the teams don't all play against each other each stage. The fixtures are different. But that could be big. This could be big. This is like... I'm going to say Shock take that, but it could kind of go either way. I don't think... It's more balanced than the previous 2 games we've just discussed, because the teams are... I don't know, maybe suited to kind of like give each other problems. But if Shock get rolling, Shock will not stop and they will absolutely batter the Dynasty. So that's going to be cool. Anyway, the final game, this is LA Valiant against the Spark. Now, the Valiant are on a massive upsurge, right? They come in at 6th position in stage 3, so they're above the Houston Outlaws. But I don't know, I think Valiant could potentially beat Spark. Now, Spark did finish the stage at position 3, so they've actually played quite well. But that's kind of like a match of 2 teams that you just know they're going to go at it. It's going to be crazy. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a very fast breakdown there. I don't want to go into too much detail on all the players and the way each team plays and all the strengths and the weaknesses of each team. I just wanted to do like a generalized breakdown because you should watch this. If you've not watched Overwatch League all year, and I don't blame you because the meta's been really kind of crap. Like, who wants to sit there watching tanks just bash each other all day? It is kind of boring. Even me, for like a super hardcore viewer of the Owl, I don't watch it as much as I used to last year because it's kind of not as interesting. I want to see a meta shake-up. Maybe that happens if the Rumor 222 comes out, but we'll have to wait and see. The fact is, though, guys, you should check this out because there'll be some really good games. There'll be unorthodox comps used as well. I doubt Houston will try and take on Titans in GOATs or any kind of tank comp because Titans are undoubtedly the best at that comp and they will batter Houston. So when we look forward to the semi-finals and the final, Well, I think it'd be really cool to see Titans against Shock again. I think there's a big rivalry being built there, and I'd like to see Shock take out Titans. But you never know with this. Like, it could go anyway. I mean, it could be anybody. This is going to be a super cool playoff stage to watch. So I want you guys to, well, watch this playoff stage. All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. If you guys enjoyed the video, then like the video. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @Stylosa. And I really want to know what you guys think about what Jeff has said in this developer update, because it's an interesting one. There isn't tons of info, but it's enough to kind of keep us going. And we're sort of waiting for a very, very, very soon update. And the summer game's coming out very, very, very soon, which maybe is next week. Yeah? All right, guys. I'll catch you lovely, lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.